an hour to
Right.
listen to me and just agree what I have to say because I'm paying them, or they're not going to judge me either, because these are people who've been down
They've
that
traveled
road.
that road.
They've traveled that road as well.
Yeah.
And some of the best advice I've ever gotten in my life has been from complete strangers.
Okay. Now, let's see. Would you recommend that people who are also fighting addiction get into burlesque, or would you say that?
That's an interesting question. I don't want to say no, because it's not, because it could definitely help you.
Yeah.
It is a community that is extremely supportive if you're wanting the help. It isn't, you as an addict, you have to be ready to change yourself.
Absolutely.
And it's not, if you're not, it's not going to be burlesque. It's not going to be a group. It's not going to be your parents, your best friend, anybody but you.
Yeah.
And whether it be burlesque, if that's what you want to do, whether it be comedy or writing stories or becoming a doctor or whatever, you just have to be ready to be a better person than,
before you get involved with something else and try to drag it down with you.
Absolutely, because no matter what you try to do, you will never succeed at it until you are capable of viewing yourself as a happy and healthy person.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. I keep looking around and seeing like something new in this room. Every over here I see like a kind of dirty wall with a oil barrel.
Oh, so yeah, this was what's known as our grunge corner. It's one of our most shot corners here at Stage One.
Okay.
So we had a local photographer, Jawan from the 100 series. He booked earlier today.
Okay.
And so he was doing kind of almost like a mechanics or like a shop, a warehousey kind of look earlier. So again, we can kind of you let me know what you want in your vision, and I'll make it happen for you.
Very nice. I saw this over here. It's kind of like it's got a very hippie vibe to it. I see a lot of flowers and like one of the half shell basket seats.
The papasans.
Okay.
So,
I never, like, my buddy
had chairs.
Yeah. My buddy had one of those growing up, and I never knew if it had a name. We just called it the bowl seat.
No, they're called papasan. That's
Papasans?
their brand, papasan. Yeah.
And it's kind of set up.
It's very ethereal, very fairy tale. Yeah.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is I've got little ones and I've got a daughter, and that first
it's built for little girls.
Okay,
not just little girls, little boys have loved it too.
Yeah.
But it was specifically built for. She wanted like a fairy tale little.
Well,
scenery.
it definitely looks the part. Like that's
Alice
the first
in
thing I
Wonderland,
thought.
Kind of.
Very nice. And then over here, I see like a graffiti corner. Was that here before you guys came around, or did you do that?
No, we put that in. That was done by, again, another local artist who liked to collaborate. That was Frank Hoffmaster. He owns the 3D Skin Lab shop over in Davenport. So he came through and we did some trade work for him. So he did that, and then we got some models, and he did some body painting, body art workshop up here one day.
Very cool. Now, and just from this vantage point, lastly, I'm going to get to the porch. What sparked that?
And I hope nobody's offended by it. Well, screw it. People can get offended by hillbilly. I got a hillbilly family. So that is actually, was initially Sean Flynn's baby. He's just has always wanted this like lean-to kind of hillbilly, wanted to bring the outside in kind of thing. And then it literally has just taken over and it has a mind of its own. We just keep adding to it. And right now, because I'm lazy in the studio, it's decorated for Christmas still.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, all right. But
we had a lot of Christmas shoots on it. So,
well,
right now it's not too popular.
From that, you get the feeling that whatever family lived there decorated for Christmas, and just like the summer's come and gone.
It's kind
and
of
they
fitting
left it
that it's still there.
Right. Because everything else, it doesn't look like one of those porches where somebody, all right, it's Christmas time, here's the Christmas stuff. Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, here's St. Patrick. It just kind of looks like we put up a wreath, enjoy yourself. You know?
Yeah, I've kind of puked Christmas up there.
Well, it definitely, the set pieces become a character all on its own, so it looks great.
this whole building becomes a character of itself.
What are some of the weirder shoots you've had up here, or more? I guess not weirder, but memorable.
Oh man, we've had just a ton of memorable things. We do stuff all the time, not just photography. We have a lot of videographers come through here. We have a lot of fashion designers and their boutiques come through here. Like local fashion stores shoot TV commercials and everything here. We've had a ton of music videos done. So we're kind of open for whatever. And I love and appreciate each one for something different. You know,
Absolutely.
I like seeing, my whole passion here is I like seeing the happiness out of our clients, them being able to create their little brain babies.
Yeah.
And we having, because spaces like this are definitely dying. So us having the place and the giving them the opportunity to kind of let their creativity flow through them as well. Because I know what I get out of it.
Yeah.
This is, like I said, this is my drug. Creating and just kind of, you know, physically having things that I can kind of tinker on.
Absolutely.
Is what is continuing to make me healthy. So being able to have a space to give that to other people is like my ultimate.
That's
Each
awesome.
shoot I love.
That's awesome because as somebody that looks to doing like short films and stuff like that, I can attest to the fact that it's very hard to find locales and anywhere that's like, oh yeah, shoot here anymore.
You need to shoot here at 1 a.m. because that's the only time you can get all of your cast here.
Right.
No problem.
Right. And with that, it's difficult nowadays to find that. So many people are like, yeah, you can shoot here, but you need to get this and jump through these hoops. So it's nice to be able to look at this place and think, I could shoot here. Will you let me? And know that you guys are so open.
Yeah, wherever you want, man.
Very nice. Now let's see. So with this set over here with the basket chair, what did you say? Yamas?
Papasan.
Papasan, that's what it was. Papasan. I'm going to commit that to memory. I swear to God.
They have a wide variety of Papasan. Has great furniture. Check them out.
Really? So it's not just the standard like.
Oh, nest chair? Nope.
Yeah.
They have couches and hanging chairs.
What?
Oh yeah.
That actually makes me want to check it out now. Because I only ever thought it was
awesome.
like the stool.
The nest.
And yeah. Too many times because like I said, a buddy of mine had one of those when we were growing up, and exactly what you thought it would be, like a bunch of teenage boys jumping around on Mountain Dew Code Red, and we'd throw one of them on to the other one and like cage him down.
Oh, for sure.
Or somebody would turn into an idiot and make that like a turtle shell.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? So
just
knowing
sitting
that,
in and feel like a little baby bird.
oh man, that was the place to fall asleep for sure.
They're great. And that one actually came out of a dumpster.
So
I'm a dumpster diver. I'm a full blown.
Swear by it.
I swear by dumpster diving. Yeah. Trash picker, second hand, or whatever you want to call it.
Well,
rebirther.
I guess for the longest time I was always against like the secondhand stores like Salvation Army or whatever. I'd stay away from them.
Such a wasteful culture.
I know, but I'd see those places. Like, there can't be anything good there, and
everything good's there.
I'm slowly finding this out.
Yes, everything's good.
My dad and I found
I mean, there's a lot of garbage too, but there's
absolutely,
treasures,
but you have to be willing to look for it.
Yeah. It takes time.
Yeah. My dad and I found
But it's treasure hunting.
Right. And that's the operative word is hunting. It's not just going to be like, hey, by the way, we got gold in here. Otherwise, everybody'd be in there. But my dad and I found for like $10, it was a reel-to-reel projector.
Nice.
That I want to say that was a little bit smaller than like a 6-pack of bottles. And you like take the top cover off and the reels would pop out. It was the coolest thing. It was like a little transformer. I loved it. And we found out that we could play my grandfather's old like film footage from like the army and stuff like that. Yeah, so that was super cool. Because we looked into finding other projectors that would play I forget what size film it was, but nothing would play that small. But this projector was like built for it, so
that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched all the videos.
I'm like
it was like
a
the coolest
history nut.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay. Would you say that came after high school, or throughout high school was history and like history and social studies, was that like your niche?
No, through high school, I would say like art in general was just kind of because that's really what I got into when I graduated high school. Art classes, and
okay.
I was going to become a museum curator. Now I just own a big ass studio instead.
Well, I mean, it's
kind of the same.
I mean, exactly. Technically, you are kind of a curator. Well, and not just that. I think if anything, a museum curator is kind of establishing what happened, and you're kind of helping what is happening. Yeah, what was going on currently.
I'm a facilitator.
Yeah,
as I like to call it.
Well,
creative facilitator.
Well, if anything, all the things that you've been through in your life, I kind of look at you as a benefit to have for younger folks coming through that may be experiencing the same thing.
Oh, I hope so.
And for somebody with, like I said, little ones, I'm always drawn to people like yourself that, I guess, there's no other way to word it, learn from their shortcomings in their past to kind of make it so that people coming up, not to say that they won't go through their own screw-ups, but everybody needs that one person who's like, I've been down that road. Yep. As soon as you're ready to go down the correct road, come see me.
Yep.
And I think if anything, for me, it was a big thing of finding out that religion and church wasn't always.
Oh, now we're getting into the topic. There we go. You said you were getting deep. You weren't kidding.
Right. So I guess for me that was a big thing. Is all throughout high school, I had the buddies that went to church and would try and get me to go with them, and I never found anything that hooked me and pulled me in.
St. Scream attended church camp.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How did that work out for you?
Lilith was in there at the time, but she just didn't.
She was knocking on the glass door, going, "Let me out." Yeah, but
burning out here. No, I grew up in a very, as do most people, especially in the Western world that we live in, grew up in some sort of Christian houses.
Yeah.
And it was a weird split within my family because one side was like Lutheran and the other side was Southern Baptist. And if anybody knows anything about Southern Baptist, that is some fire and brimstone right there.
That's everybody's award kind of thing.
Yeah. And I don't get me wrong, I love that side of my family to death, but they're still very firm believers.
Yeah.
Like firm believers. And it's a weird kind of topic of conversation sometimes because obviously they know what I do. They're fully supportive of what I do. I'm not bashful about it. Yeah. But it's kind of a weird line for them because they don't really
I guess
it.
Right. I guess that was the other question.
Calls it my night job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how's your night job?
Exactly. It's like bartending. Is that what you? Because that's my night job. No, that dance and stuff. It's great, Grandma.
Twirling for the devil.
Right, exactly.
I guess that was my other question was how does the family take to this?
Oh, my family is amazingly supportive.
Yeah.
No, my parents I couldn't ask for better parents within it. My dad shares fucking everything I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My dad's my biggest fan. I'm sure you just wear a shirt with my face on it. It's great.
It may be overstepping the bounds to bring Dad some pasties, though.
No, I've brought him. I've got him merch before, They've come to shows.
Really?
They don't go to a lot of shows because obviously I'm sure it's a little awkward for them.
Absolutely.
But, they're insanely supportive.
Nice. So, I guess... Again,
they're probably just happy I'm not a junkie anymore.
There you go. Okay. So the parents have seen the bright side. Okay. Yeah. They're like, at least it's not the drugs.
Right? It's not rehab again.
Now she's just twirling for the devil, like Grandma says.
Mostly with that, my dad is kind of the black sheep of that kind of side of the family. Okay. So I definitely got a lot of the anarchist nature and the bohemian, the expressive actor kind of thing from my dad.
Nice. Now,
he's a weirdo just like me.
And the world needs more weirdos that can hold it together.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you said
professional weirdos.
There you go. Weirdos that look good in suits.
Yes.